Yeah, man. I just found this good full five Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. Mix CD. So I've been listening to it. It's really hard to make these videos now because I've been listening to all these Biggie songs, right? Nicely mixed, New York style. Anyway, this is the Joker spoiler. Spoil the Joker. Spoil the Joker. I saw the Joker. I'm about to spoil it. I'm about to get into it. So if you don't want no spoils on your Joker, if you want to, if you just want to watch it, you ain't seen it yet, don't listen to this. But if you saw the Joker, this is the spoiler alert because I'm ready to talk about it. I was talking in the theater. Dude was telling me, shh, be quiet. I said, no, I'm about to go on it. I'm about to go in on it because I'm enjoying it. And that's what the movie theater is for. You want to watch it in silence, watch it at your house. Movie theaters are for reactions, and I'm giving you all this reaction. So I want to give you my reaction. Y'all ready? Because right now, I'm going to start spoiling. All right? Here it goes. I enjoyed it. It was definitely very good. I was scared to see it, right? I'm going to start there. I was scared to see it because I felt that it might be too successful and be good. And successful, I mean, do its job, right? There's few movies where the story is about a character that you end up really not liking. And it's few stories that can have you watch a whole movie where the central character is one you don't like. So I knew it was going to be very hard for them to do, and I was scared that they would get me to like somebody like the Joker. You know what I'm saying? And in the end, no, I don't like him, but I do feel sorry for him. And they didn't quite make him a schmuck like we've seen in other movies like Heist. Damn, what's a good schmuck? When I say schmuck, a little punk ass that you kind of identify with, but then they take it too far. They oversensitive. You know what I'm saying? They lying on you. They exaggerating. That's a little punk ass. And the Joker wasn't a punk ass. However, he was a punk, right? Now I'm using mad slang, so it's gonna be hard for you to understand me if you don't roll with the slang. When I say he's a punk, he wasn't strong. He didn't stand up for himself. He had low self-esteem and borderline depression. And we're dealing with right now a lot of themes in the Joker that overlap into the real world. And I don't know if they did it on purpose or not. I know some of them were, but we're dealing with a lot of depression in our men right now. Now, the depression that the Joker had wasn't really the same thing. We're dealing with men, not having jobs, not being able to support their women, all types of emasculated type bull crap, right? The Joker wasn't on that. We also have another situation with our young people. They have mental health problems. We're dealing with coming out of rape, right? Not saying coming out of rape, but we're dealing with a lot of children have had real tough times in their lives and dealing with that, and I'm thinking, more of along the lines of what Charlemagne the God is dealing with on his show, The Breakfast Club, and all of the elements that he's got going on. And the Joker kind of played that depression card, real low self-esteem card. He's in the movie writing, I wonder if how the world will remember me or something like that, or I think my death will be bigger than my life. Stuff like that, suicidal stuff. But they weren't full suicidal. They weren't broad suicidal. They was on some school terrorist shoot up the school type cautionary letters. I'm sure they know, they saw school terrorists, probably the Columbine kids, and it inspired them, to write that. Now, for me, I have my own bouts with depression. And I don't always. Sometimes you can want to kill yourself out of love as opposed to hate, right? That hate doesn't always say, oh, I hate the world hates me, I'm going to kill everybody. That's one type of suicide, or one type of dealing with depression and hate and victimized bullying. But then there's another one, and this is another one, and I don't know, they really sold it on one or the other, at least probably not with me, because I'm compromised, because I have a different type. I feel bad for myself. I feel the world would be better without me. I feel my family would be better without me. These are the thoughts that that seep in, that I see, that I deal with, right? And in that element of the Joker, I don't really see, let me lash out on everybody. Now, mind you, if you hit a person or hit 5 people, 3 of those people may turn the other cheek. One person may hit you back, and another person may be so scared that if they hit you, you will come back and beat them up, and they can't beat you. So instead of just hitting you, they feel they got to kill you, right? That's another person. And then maybe a 6th person you hit may just be a killer, and they may just say, oh, I'm going to kill you. Those are the types of responses to bullying that are out there. And Joker offered, the 6th response. He took it. He didn't really speak up. He didn't say stop. He didn't try. He didn't really say whether he was dealing with this his whole life. It just happened out of the blue. And mind you, I've been bullied. I've seen people be bullied, and I was a school teacher, so I dealt with bullying as an adult for children all the time. It doesn't always happen out of the blue. As much as you think people are just hatred, I was bullied by little white supremacist kids that was calling me N-word the whole time, right? And sure, they beat me up. Sure, they called me the N-word, but they didn't run around. There was too many black kids for them to do that to everybody. So there was also something about me that maybe I got caught in the wrong place, put something out there. Mind you, it never happened again. You know what I'm saying? Caught me, I think it was in the 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade, and I was big enough to fight, but I wasn't able to fight the big kid. It was 2 or 3 of them. I would say it felt like 3, but it might have been 2. Even if it was only 2, the one kid was already bigger than me, way bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I tried to smooth myself out of it where I wouldn't get beat up so bad. And I did, you couldn't tell after I got beat up, if they punched me, threw me on the ground and stuff like that. And I used all my smarts. So when I see the Joker, I just see him broken down and beat down, and you feel sorry for him. I'm not saying that's unrealistic. Hell, there's people like that, but it just feels sorry. Now, I wanted to hate the Joker, and I ended up kind of hating him in the movie, and then just saying, you know what, I hate him. But I didn't really hate him throughout the movie, and that was my problem, right? They show people as being bad so much that you don't really have a problem with the Joker. You may not become the Joker, but you may not have a problem with the Joker, like saying, yo, Batman, go get him. We got to stop this dude. You almost want to say, people be better and ain't going to bother the Jokers that's out there. And then he has this incredible army of oppressed people on the level of some V for Vendetta type stuff. And I think that's cool, but I don't see him being some type of intellectual mastermind, because he's broke down. Now, if they bring in some Harlequin, or they bring in somebody that really helps him develop those type of things, his brain, cool. If they show a backstory where he was smart and he excelled, he had some autistic behavior that allowed him to be some type of real genius, cool. But not in this movie. There was no sign of no type of sophisticated criminal in this Joker. He was a punk ass, a wimp. And they showed it well. Now, The other thing, I think they were scared for the Hannibal Lecter level rating. He didn't go all Hannibal Lecter. He didn't go all Brightburn. He went a little bit more than Carrie. Okay, he went a little bit Carrie. He didn't go full out. And then, you know, some of the people that he killed, they didn't even show it. Like the therapist at the end, you just saw him walking out with red shoes. The girl that lived down the hallway that he had an obsession with, the one that plays Domino in in the Deadpool. We don't know if he killed her or her daughter. Now, if he had killed her or her daughter, or her and her daughter, it was case closed. He's bad. He lost all the sympathy that anybody would have given him. Or we'd have just been like, oh shoot, he flipped out. Now we really got a problem person on our hands. Now, mind you, he done killed people, right? He killed Robert De Niro that played the talk show host. He killed his mother. He killed the dude that teased him at the job. And he killed the 3 bank robbers, right? So that's 6 people. The therapist at the end, we could have said that by that time he was already lost his mind and he killed her. But everybody that he killed kind of wasn't necessarily the nicest people. Not that they deserved to get killed. The 3 robbers did not deserve to get killed. I mean, the guys that jumped him on the train, they ain't deserve to get killed. But yo, that's a stand your ground type joint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he ain't say nothing to them like, you know, I got a gun, leave me alone. Sometimes, you know, that's the risk you take when you robbing people. I don't rob people. So I don't deal with that. But, you know, that's what was there. You know, his mother lied to him. He pulled the same shit that he pulled in The Gladiator. And, you know, when he played Commodus and killed Caesar, right? So he snuffed them, he choked her out, he put the pillow over her head, you know what I'm saying? And the bully from the job, yo, just don't fuck with people, you know? So I gotta go New York on you at that point, you know? You don't mess with people, you know? Not that they're gonna kill you, mind you, that was an overreaction, but you never know what people's going through. So again, it's hard to say, oh, let's hate the Joker. They hid the killing that was unnecessary. Homegirl didn't even really diss him. She just didn't notice him. Now, if they'd have showed her being mean and dissing him, we'd have been like, damn, he can't even get a girl. You know what I'm saying? And would have showed that, then would have been like, damn. And then they probably could have killed her, showed him killing her. But they cheesed us on that. So, Bruce Wayne, and I got like just a little bit more time, I'm gonna go. But the Bruce Wayne and his father was like Trump. Now they done squeezed Batman to the point where you don't even like Batman. Batman is going to be a problem character in the sense that if he enjoys his father's money, his family's money, it's not really cool. You understand? Because his father's a schmuck, you know, and he's we'd rather see his father, get killed or lose your fortune or something because his father is a elitist. You know, he looks down on poor people, whatever the hell it is. So don't really have sympathy for his father and all his people. So his son being his son, you kind of don't really have, you know, feelings for Batman like that. You know, he grew up without his father and mother, but they was not cool people. So I don't know what this movie's trying to do. You know, made us like a psychopath because they didn't make him not a psychopath. It's not like people were doing things in the name of the Joker and he was getting blamed for it. You know, so he's really crazy. So now you got us liking a dude or not hating a dude that's bad. And then the guy we're supposed to like, you got us confused over him. And yeah, maybe it is in the comic books, right? Maybe it is in the comic books. But I personally think it's a hard comeback for Batman to be somebody that we like. And maybe they don't want us to like him. Maybe these are just going to be 2 different people in the world that address things in a certain way. You know, maybe Batman's going to be the Punisher. Who knows? I don't know how they're going to portray Batman, but I just know, yeah, it's complicated. There may be some other stuff that, I think about later, but right now, this is my main reaction to the Joker. I spoiled the Joker. So don't remember, you watch this, and I warned you. I spoiled the Joker. Peace.